Hello, welcome back to MarkAfterme. This is Tru, your life coach and tarot reader. So today, I am quite excited. We're gonna do like a tarot Celtic reading, but we're gonna talk about what's gonna happen for all of us in this new moon in Virgo. It's going to be just the right next week. It's going to be on the 17th of September. I just have a new deck, so I want to have a little new reading. That's going to be the Fontaine Tarot, sorry, I'm very tired, and the Moonology Oracle cards for finishing at the end. So please follow me back. I hope that you're gonna stay with me during all this reading, and just please subscribe, like this video will be massive help to my channel. And I open up an Etsy shop, so I will link everything, the details down below, and I hope you're gonna enjoy it, and I hope to see you soon and meet you in person. Anyway, let's start. So we have these two readings over here, these two cards over here, sorry, and is the Magician and the Six of Cups. So I have to say, first of all, look how beautiful this design is. It's pretty beautiful. The Magician is saying that all the past dreams, or the dreams that you have when you were young, not only dreams, how I can say, that kind of things that you really want to do but you are not having time enough, or you're not prioritizing, you have a lot of obligations and you are not putting a lot of effort to do things that you're supposed to be doing for a very long time. So the Six of Cups is, the soulmate, is this card who bring back a lot of memories and a lot of things that happened years ago that probably bring you in that quiet satisfaction time to say, wow, look how many things I did, look how crazy I was. So when you have that energy, I think you're gonna come back to the roots of, of this child who wants to explore the world. So when you have the Magician, I must say the Magician is beautiful card, and if you can say here, he's actually a man who has all the elements. So you have everything to make things happen, to do, how I can say, have a dream. Doesn't matter if it's gonna happen or not, but at least have it. And I think the Magician is saying you have a dream. Just follow the dream. So let me see what is in the center of attention right now. So we have, wow, we start quite strong. The Ten of Swords. I can say, I can feel this card. Personally, me as well, I can feel that this card is quite prevalent. In this month in September, we have Mars in retrograde, which make us feel really frustrated, make us feel quite sad, because when we have Mars retrograding, is everything inwards, is everything changes by inside of you, but on the same time we have a squaring with Saturn, who is the planet of slow, who is the planet of delay, who is a planet of discipline and stiffness. So when Mars wants to move out and make the things move, Saturn is there to slow down the speed. And the Ten of Swords is actually the card that is defeating, is not the most positive card that you can have, but it's good that you have it on the front. It's much better that we have it at the beginning of this new moon. I think the cycle is ending. You have the new moon, it's time to renew. I think if you have the Ten of Swords right here, it's a quiet indicator of renewal. It's a quiet indicator to say, you keep doing things that is not work for you anymore. You need to make a change. You need to soul out. You need to move out. And I think the Ten of Swords is, you touch bottom. You're on the rock bottom. You're like, more down I can't go. I only can go up. It's the only way. Let me see what's in the cross. This is the Justice. When we have Justice over here, at some point, for me, say a lot of what is balanced. And it's difficult at this, in a general perspective, it's difficult to get a balance when you are in a position that you don't see the light. You are looking down, all the swords are on you, there's so many thoughts, it's overwhelming, it's too much in your head. So when Justice come in and say, hey, it's not fair, that you push yourself down so much. It's not fair, the situation that you're having now. It's not fair that you carry on having this low energy around, or, you know, feeling the way that you're feeling. It's not fair for yourself. And justice is a Libra card. It's actually the card to say you need to have any kind of balance. So if you have so many negative thoughts, you have so many bad things that are coming in, you need to change the perspective. You need to shift. You need to go and say, okay, what is the middle cup? You know, is middle empty all the time, or is middle full too? So be grateful. Look for ways to actually cheer you up. And I think it's justice to say, hey, enough to self-punishment, enough to put you down. Okay, yes, we fucked up, but that's it. Let's see what is the next that we can actually you know, move from there. So you have the next card that is the Seven of Cups reverse. Normally I don't do reverse, but you are there is because you literally, and all of us at some point, we didn't see too much of an option. So we didn't see the options that cheer us up. We didn't see the option to, you know, to move on, to see what's the next thing, so to get excited, to say, okay, this is bad thing right now, but what I can do to get better. So when we have the new moon in Virgo, I think it's a really good time to think about ourselves, because Virgo is everything about body. They care about, you know, what you eat, what you sports, you know, get fit, be active. Virgo is a goddess at the end, and then she has that energy to, like, you know, to put the seeds in the soil, to like harvest what is necessary, to care. And I think having the Seven of Cups reverse is actually the indicator of why we are so overwhelmed, and why we feel that we are stuck, that why we feel that we are in the darkness right now, why we are not fair with ourselves. Is because literally we didn't give ourselves enough options to move on, to get better, to, like, you know, to open up the wings. And this is unfair. That's why the justice is there to say, it's unfair that you treat yourself like this. It's unfair that you treat other people like that as well. And it's unfair situation that you're living to. So it's good to, like, be aware of, but, you know, enough of that situation that you have right now to put yourself as an enemy and keep pushing yourself down. So I think it's pointless. So when we have the Seven of Cups reverse, how beautiful this card is. I'm just flipping around. When we have the Seven of Cups reverse, is all about to say, you know, enough. You know, you didn't give to yourself options to get better, options to grow up, options to open up, you know. And the front of your mind is the Eighth of Swords. It's overwhelming. It's too much for your head. Is, you know, you are not seeing the things clearly yet, and it's totally fine. You know, like, it's hard for so many creative, me included, and see things clearly is hard right now. And we are coming, you know, it's a mental health awareness month. It's, you know, winter is coming, and, you know, London is in particular a really nice place to socialize, and it's hard. And I totally get it. Like, I'm in your position, sisters and brothers. I absolutely get it. But when you have the Eight of Swords in the front of your mind, is, I can show you again, you are too many thoughts away. Like, that is the only thing that you have in your head. You are thinking too much. And also, I can say that this is an overthinking card. Trust is the only solution that comes to my head right now. It's time for trust. It's time for let go. And it's time to say, I can't control this, so I have to trust. I can't control that. I can't think about it too much. The Ace of Swords is an overwhelming card, I might say. So, passing all of this, when you got, you go. You have the Empress. How beautiful it is. You have the Empress. And this is something that you let go or you learn. I think you learn a lot. And all of us learn a lot about self-love and self-care. And I think that is one of the things that once that you learn, you're never gonna forget. It's like ride a bike. So you have it in your head, you say, like, okay, I know what exactly am I doing, what everything as I'm moving on. I know how to take care of myself. And this is a really good one. Think about that the energy is all the way here, is remember what you learn. You know, you have the Six of Cups there, it's something that you did. But on the same time, you have the Magician, who's like the upgrade, you know, who's like next level of the self-care, next level of how much you care or how much you love yourself before. So because you know, you have the transition, you know how to get out of any kind of situation, because you know how to care about yourself. And this is Taurus energy. When we have Taurus energy, my lovely Taurians, you are the most grounded, calm and solid sign that I can say. That you are a rock, and your values are so strong and your foundation are strong that you spread that to the world, and it's something really important. So when we have that Empress there, it's something that we realize that we have our self-values, we know how to be grateful, you know, we have our self-belief system really strong. And I think even if we are in the Eight of Swords, we are super overwhelmed, we are like, we don't know what actually we are doing, we are stuck in our thoughts. We have this beautiful Empress to say, it's time to care. It's time to love yourself. And in the future, at the end, let me see what it's gonna be. You have the Eight of Cups. That is something that I must say. When we have the Eight of Cups, is, you know, you let go. At the end, you know, every single time that you have a cycle with the new moon, at the end something is going. Something is leaving you, something is moving behind, something is, you know, saying bye. You are sending the exit door to some thoughts or some belief or some feelings that you have. So you are leaving behind, or a project that didn't work, or an idea that you said, oh, I thought that may work, I was so stuck of it, I just need to just move on to the next level, or to the next thing, or to the next topic. You know, you are leaving behind something heavy, which, you know, is not easy to do. And also, you know, so much Swords here, so much Libra as well, like mental exhaustion. You are option to say, I'm gone of that. Like, I give myself option. I need to come back to my Taurian energy, to be in nature, to meditate, to be calm, because it's one of the things when we have the Eight of Swords is fast thinking, is too much over here that we shut down. Because when we shut down, we don't see clearly. So it's time to, you know, to sit down, breathe, and you know, and maybe treat back or move back and say, okay, what are we actually doing? I feel good with this, I don't feel good with that. You know, so when we have the Eight of Cups, it's something that's gonna happen soon. You're gonna leave something. You're gonna leave anything that you're gonna leave is what will be heavy. Would be really, really heavy. We have something that maybe was in your back or in your head for such a long time. We are talking about the Six of Cups, which is old traumas as well. It can be old problems or old ways of thinking that you thought that you left behind, but coming back and knock your door, you know, past creeping your back again. You're like, what the heck is going on? This is going to be too much in my head. But at the end, family, the Eight of Cups is there to say, you will left behind anything and emotional baggage that will not actually help you. Like, can be an emotional attachment, can be an emotional pain. As I said, this is in a month of you know, mental health awareness. So I think this new moon in Virgo is telling you and sign to you, like, think about yourself and your mental health, because Virgo care about mental health, care about body related, and if your body's not aligning with the soul, it's going to be caring too. You know, that's what Virgo does. So we have, as advised, the Two of Wands is, you know, I love these cards. I'm just speechless for just the design of them. But we have the Two of Wands and we have them there, and it's telling you, conquer new worlds. You did already conquer one. Don't stuck yourself over there. Don't get in the position that you feel that you have to be there forever because you don't have more options. It's everything limit. It's everything in a cage. You don't have anything else. That's a lie. The Two of Wands is telling you, you know, one for foundation, the second one you conquer, what's next. It's actually saying keep moving. Use the magician to create the third, you know, the third level, the third one, the third world. You know, you conquer already how many things, how many challenge. Where's the next one? You know what I mean. So how other people see you or your environment, see you or see us, that would be the Two of Cups. Such a beautiful one. We talk about the soulmate, we talk about love connection and heart connection. Your relationships with the people will be bonding more. This new moon in Virgo will teach you a lot about yourself, but I might say that will allow you to be more bonding with others, and people will see you as a person who can trust, a person who can connect in a different level, and also who can work together as a teamwork. And I really like these cups because reminds me how important it is going to be friendship, and how important it is to have people around you that love you. And I think the environment is very loving and very bonding. That is just the one sign that is saying, you know, trust in the process, so you're not alone. The Two of Cups is all the time saying one and another is an exchange, and at the end you exchange your cup of emotion with another person. And I think in that moment people saw you or see you as a person that they can trust with their emotional struggles, with their emotional battles what they have. They, you know, they see you as a trustworthy, which makes everything really nice. Oh la la. Hopes and fears, and I think this is a really good hope. Think about it. The Emperor. Voila, Aries energy. Look, that can be a hope, that can be a fear. We spoke about on the beginning about Aries energy, about Mars retrograding. So Mars is in Aries and is already retrograding, and we're gonna be not just 1 month, we'll be 2. We are gonna have retrograding until the 20th or the 18th, I'm not sure, of November. Just get in mind, we're gonna have a lot of probably frustration and anger because we want to do things and we want to make things happen, and it's very easy to jump down and be angry, and it's very easy to drop down and be absolutely frustrated because it's normal. We are not moving fast as we want, but that no means that the things are not moving. Makes sense. Are more slow than normal, but that no means that it's slow. So when we talk about hopes and fears, don't be afraid, you know, that you are going slow, and hope that the movement that you're doing now will pay off in the future. So Emperor is there just for saying put yourself first. And you have the new moon in Virgo, which is gonna tell you exactly the same. Put yourself first, and don't be crazy to make and rushing energies or rushing decisions, because the Emperor is a fast decisions, it's a fast mover. But I'm telling you, it's still on a square with Saturn, which is going to be the wise planet to say think twice or think 4 or 5 times before you make any decision. You need to be aware what you're doing. You need to be aware how you're going to harvest in the future. You need to be smart. So the Emperor is saying, you know, take your time. Think about yourself. Put yourself first. How'd that feel? Because you are overthinking and it's too much in our head right now. Just sit down and reflect. That's what the first house does. First house is everything about self. If something is not working, we need to stop and slow down the machine and see what's going on. So what the outcome will be, the 7 of Wands. Listen, yeah, you will be fighting. All of us will be fighting. All of us will be fighting with external issues, with internal issues. We will be like roughing in and out of, you know, why this is happening, why this is not happening, and you know, we will be fighting. We will be like, yeah, I want to fight, for what I do believe, but it's the correct time for do it. I wanna like make things happen, or I really want to like leave these thoughts there hanging around, or I should put them in priority and, you know, show up to the world to say, hey, this is not right, this is right, or this is not. You're in defensive mood, and I totally get it. Like, the outcome of this is quite. I just took one card more because I really want to be sure, but is one of the situations that you are quite expecting to fight back, quite expecting to say, I know it's not gonna be easy. I know I'm gonna have, you know, setbacks. I know that my mental health or my work or my love life or something is gonna hit me back, and I have to be ready. So I was just shuffling and going the 5 of coins, there's a 5 of pentacles in reverse, which makes me happy, because what is that means is you are battling against this scarcity or this lower energy mindset that you need, that becomes you becomes more needy because you think that you can't do stuff. You literally put limits. So when you have it reversed, the 5 of coins or the 5 of pentacles in this case, is really good, because you are fighting to get a balance and you're fighting back to the setbacks that's coming to your life, but in a way for more smart, and in the way where your mindset is in your side, not against you. So I think this is talking about a lot of mental exhaustion with emotional exhaustion as well. So this new moon will be the purge. This new moon in Virgo will be absolutely to like, okay, what I need to take it off from this soil that is poisoning absolutely my, you know, my plants that are here, my seeds that are here. Why I do have to take it off, that is being too much there, that I didn't pay attention about it, and it's being very noisy. So I have to do the purge. I really like this reading. Let me see what I'm gonna see now. What is going to be the moon oracle? So, as a moon oracle, I have 4 cards. I shuffled 4 because I think we have 4 stages before we go to the full moon again. So I'm gonna just start for the first one. So the first one is, wow, full moon in Virgo. We're gonna have a new moon in Virgo, but we have the full moon in Virgo, and they say you are good enough. And it's pretty beautiful too. I think having this on the beginning, on the same day, having this card and in the sign of Virgo, is saying that it's enough, this self-punishment. It's enough to stay too much in our health. I think we should slow down and be more compassionate with ourselves. Slow down and say, and, you know, recheck what we are eating. Recheck if we are too stressed. Recheck if, you know, if we are self-demanding too much, because they said you are good enough. And I think it's pretty beautiful to have it in mind right now, because our thoughts are not helping us, and we are having too many memories that can be good and bad, can be both, and can come to our brain right now more often. So I think it's time to be more compassionate, have more empathy with yourself, and understand that everything is a process. Everything, unfortunately, everything that starts, you need to be finished, but sometimes the finished and the going through is quite hard. So prepare yourself if you are in that position right now. So the next card will be a personal issue reach resolution. Full moon in Cancer. What I was totally saying that you are going to now face a lot of things from the past. Memories from the past that you left in there. Things that you thought that you're never gonna face it again. Feelings that you thought, okay, it's gone. I thought that, you know, that is never gonna come back. But no, the personal issue reaches resolution. When we have Cancer and the moon as well. Cancer is everything about, you know, what do you need, but at the same time, what are your foundation? And I like it because Cancer is an emotional state. And it's funny because we have the 8 of Cups in the future. One of the situations that we have to say bye-bye, that we have to leave the baggage. It's funny that the card go, underneath is Cancer. It's to say, okay, we need to recheck what is in an emotional, wardrobe, and see, okay, that particular emotion that links it for 5 or 6 years ago, I had to do a review because it's coming back right now. It's creeping my back and I don't want that. So I think a Cancer is say, okay, it's a personal issue that you need to reach out. You have to have the, the responsibility to sit down and say, what I have to do with this. So that's why you have at the end the 7 of Wands, because you probably will be like fighting back with yourself, with your old self, with your own old way of thinking and the way of creating things, because it's Wands, it's creation. So maybe you are like in defensive mood as well. It's because you have to do a research in yourself. You have to go back to your own head. So the next card that will be the 4th, because these ones are 1, 2, 3. Oh gosh. Time for healing. Before we're gonna get the next full moon, this new moon in Virgo is totally a healer. Virgo, even if I love so much Virgo, more like females, it makes me crazy. They are funny, they are absolutely all over the round, they have the sense of humor, they are determined and hard workers. When you go here and you have it's time for healing, and then you say there is a balsamic moon, we need that, and it's funny, that come next to the Empress, which is the Taurus, when I say the self-love. We need to come back to this. We need to self-care. We need to come back to, to not let that rabbit hole that come in our head to make us crazy. We can't walk without light in the rabbit hole. We don't know where we're gonna go. We don't know where we're gonna go out. It's an ending, is an entrance, is right, is left, we don't know. So why get bothered to enter to this rabbit hole? It's no point. But we have the Empress, is saying self-care, and then the moon card is saying time for healing. I think it's time to, do self-research. Cup of tea, sit down, read, journaling. Why, if you need to have a go to a therapist, go to a therapist. If you need to talk with your partner because it's a lot of stuff that you have to take it off, do it. If you have to talk with your friends because if something bothers you, do it. It's healing, is sharing, is caring, and you need to talk. Communicate is really important. So I might say when you have the balsamic card is most of the time, time for, take a bath, paint your nails if you want to, use makeup, cheer you up, write it down, create, be yourself, because it's what is actually, is aids you, is rescuing you. So don't forget, don't follow the rabbit hole all the time, and don't be alone if you really feel bad. Okay, so the last one will be look at the bigger picture. There you go. I love that one, man. This is the best way to finish this reading. Look at the big picture. We have this beautiful here. It's telling you, you're breaking down the old mindset. You're breaking down what make you poor. What make you poor in thinking. What make you poor of things. What make you, kind of like a homeless in your own head, when you are like literally everything's a scarcity, everything is like minus, I don't deserve stuff, like that kind of victimhood. You have this one, and I love it because it's Sagittarius. I say look at the bigger picture, and Sagittarius is really fire sign, is creative too. It's more mild than the rest of the sign, but guys, at the end of all of this purge you are battling against to a big mindset, to a big problem that is, that sense of lack, that you're going to be all the time lacking. But look, listen up, you have at the end of this new moon, beginning of the full moon, that's going to be happening, in the next month. You say, look at the big picture, dream big. You have the magician from the beginning. You got this guy over here from the beginning. He's telling you from the beginning, you have all the elements. It's just things from the past that, good or bad, are not allowing you to move on. Even if it's good memory, sometimes we attach ourselves to good memories and we are not allowed to try something new. So that is, everything is a lesson of life. And I do believe that I'm going to show you the 4 cards for the moon. We have this transition from this new moon in Virgo for the next one, for the next full moon, for the next month. And I do think that we have to, looking at this, we have earth element, we have water, and we have fire. And we have in transition from being grounded first, digging in deep in your emotions, and then make, you know, and then heal, and then make a decision to see things on the full picture. Sorry, there you go. You know, you have all of this in transition. You have all of this over here. Be grounded, you know, be calm. Take a decision to take it off what is no longer serve you in an emotional state. Heal, because you need time for heal. And then recharge. You know, it's an amazing reading. Like, I think this is going to be the emotional purge that all of us need. Personal healers as well. So guys, this is all for this new moon in Virgo general reading for all of us. I really hope you enjoy. Please subscribe, like this video. You can see way more videos if you want to check your September reading. Please see at the end of this video. Thank you so much. Subscribe, like this video, share, and see you in the next time. Bye bye.